Hello, how to create a mug video mockup for your mug designs. We will use ShotCut. It is a video editor software that is free. It is used offline, so that means when you don't have internet, you can still continue working, and it is an open source software. You can just Google it and find the site where you'll download it from, and it is compatible with Windows. So when you install it, maybe you may not have playlist filter properties export on the left section, but they will be in the top bar. So you are going to click on playlist on the top or on the left section, and this area is the playlist. The bottom area is the timeline, and then we have the preview section, and on the right side we have the project that we are trying to save. So first we are going to click on playlist to have the area available for us to drag our video line, our video mockup. So what we are going to do is, we have multiple videos. Let's use this video. So we recorded video, I will call it video mockup for mug. So you will click on the video and just drag it to the playlist like the way I just did it. So now that we have the video, we will drag the video from the playlist to the timeline section, and you just let it go and wait, and it will be put on a video track line called V1. So I already edited the video by muting it and converting it into an MP4. So but to just keep the habit, I will click on mute button again to mute it. So now we are going to bring a blank mug. In this video we are going to share how you can put your design on a mug that is in a video. But if you are creating your own mug video mockup and you do not have a physical mug to put in a video to record it, you can record your video without the mug, but having a space that the mug can be added later. So we'll add the blank mug. You can do that if you like it, you save it. That way you have a video with a mug in it already. So to do that, we are going to add another track to the timeline. So you'll right click in the empty space, go to track operations and click on add video track. It will add it on top, called V2. We can just mute it as well. Now we need to bring a blank mug. We have a video we show where you can get a blank mug. If you are working with Printful, when you upload your design to Printful, Printful will give you an option to download your design. So we have created a video to show how you can get a blank mug through that channel, and I will suggest to do that only if you are using Printful to fulfill your print on demand mug products. And those videos will be in the description. The link to those videos will be in the description. I think that will be this one. That'll be, and those came from Printful. like when you go to Printful and you click on product templates in your dashboard, if you have templates, you will just click on one, copy and use. So that's this mug here. We just use a blank images to put on it, so it does not have any image on it at all. But when you click on that plus those points icon, it will give you the option to download your mockup. And from that session, we just selected the blank flat mug without somebody holding them. Let me close this. Okay, so now we are back and let's go get those blank mug. And yes, it's good to have the video without the mug. Save that and have a video with the mug as well for speed when you add. So I'm going to select the image and just drag it to the playlist. And so we can now select the image from the playlist and drag it down. So we will move it to line up with the start, and we will just drag it to line up with the end of the video. And to be sure that they ended, we can bring, no, hold on, let me just click somewhere here. Bring that bar and just click on play to see if both ended at the same time, and they did. If the mug was shorter than the video, you won't see the mug in the image when the video play to the end. So now that we have them lined up, we want to position the mug the way we want it. So to do that, we first need to select the mug by clicking on it to have that red line, the red borders. And then you'll click on filter on top, or you click on filter on the side where the playlist is. When you do that, you'll have plus. You click on plus to add a filter. And if it was your first time, you have to click on video and you will look for the filter you are looking for. We are looking for a filter to move the mug a little bit and then reduce the size. So we are going to just type it. There is a filter called size, position and rotate. So I just type size in the search bar there and it pull it out. So you click on it and it will have a check mark next to it. If you apply a filter you don't like it, to revert back to the original position or state, you just uncheck that filter. So now we have a rectangle next around the mug. You position your mouse on the ball inside the rectangle and it will allow you to move it if you think it's too close to the elements you put in the design. And because we created the video ourselves, we know the size of those elements in the design compared to the mug, and we know the mug is now that tall. So we can hold shift key on the keyboard and just with the mouse at the angle at one corner of the rectangle, we can size it down and it will size it. It's not really it will size it like if it was a square, sizing the height and the width at the same time, and we think that's the right size of the mug. So you can, if you bring it close to the edge of the table, it will look like you bring it closer to you, and if you move it further, like going up, it look like you are moving it toward the back, and I think where it is fine. So now we are done. One thing you would like to do at this point is, if you like it, you can save it or export it. That way you have a design with the mug in it that you don't have to repeat again. You can just put, if you have multiple designs you are working on, you can save this scene, this video mockup, and you can just apply the design on it. You don't have to apply the design on this one. Save it and start it again with a blank video, add the mug to it, and then add a design to it. You already have one with the mug in it, and you just put your design on the mug. Save it and put your design on the mug. Save it again. Like, you have that video already with the mug in it. This step that we just went through, you don't have to keep doing that. But we are going to, okay, so to just show you how you can save this video, let's do that together. So to save it, you can either click, what I'm going to do, I like to do is I'm going to hold shift key and control key and click on the video track line to select it as well, and I'm going to click on export either in the top bar or in the next to the playlist. So export, it will open export window for me. I will make sure I have timeline selected. If you click on it, there are options, but we want timeline. Timeline is the bottom. That's where we make changes. That's what we want to save. So you don't need to select the format you want to save in. It's automatically is going to save it as an MP4, and that's what we want. So I'm going to click export file. It's going to show me where I want to save it, and right now it is not this area. So I'm going to, when you are working in with ShotCut, the last place you save is going to put your should have put it here. Is going to save, is going to open the folder that you save in during your last project. So we are going to call a video mug video mockup. And why not, it's going to have a lot, so we can call this one left handle, and you can put both handle, like turning the front and the back of the mug. You can put both in the video as well if you want. So it's going to save it, and you are going to wait for that to be saved, and you'll find that it's going to show the percentage in the job session, and when it's completed, it's going to show MP4 there as well. So while it is saving, we can go look for the design we want to put on the mug. Why not? Yeah. I don't think. Not the right spot there. You can use Inkscape for your design. So when I use Inkscape, I like to save it in 3 formats: SVG, EPS, EPS for Affinity Design. If you have that software, SVG works well with Inkscape, and PNG, because with PNG I can see the design without actually clicking on it. If I'm working and I wanted to see what I saved there to use. So we are going to use, you can use the PNG, but I'm going to use the SVG to put on the mug, but you can use the PNG as well. And when you save it, you don't need to close this work before you start. And when you are working in batches and you want to make multiple videos, one thing you can do is, while they are highlighted and it is saved, right now you'll notice that it is done. Because now we are seeing MP4 where the percentage was before. When it is saved and things, your videos and image are highlighted, you click delete and it will delete them from the track line for you. You can do that, but we are not going to do that because we are going to use the same. So I'm just going to continue like if we didn't save it in the first place. So now we are going to add the image. To add the image to the mug, you will need to bring another track, video track. To do that, in the right section, I'm just going to scroll down. I think I should be able to just click in the blank area. It doesn't have to be at the bottom. Let's try. So I'll right click, track operations and video track. And it's going to put it on top for us when it's ready. So we need to scroll to the top to find it. That'll be V3. And I'm going to mute it as well. So now we need to bring our video to our design. To do that, we will go to playlist again and we'll bring our folder. So I like to make the folder small so that I can position it, and I'll select the design and just drag it to the playlist, and we can drag the PNG for you to see as well. You can see there is not much difference between the two. Okay, so we are going to use the SVG. I'm going to drag it down and I'm just going to move it to the start and I'm going to drag it to the end. And I will move this bar a little bit and play, and I will click on the play button to see if they both line up. They did. Okay, because I can see the three elements, the video, the mug, and the design toward the end. So you'll notice that the design is big. Okay, so we are going to make it small as well. So to do that, we are going to apply filter to it. To start, we are going to click on the design to select it, and we'll go to filter. We'll click on filter, we'll click on plus, and we will click on size. And it brings size, position, rotate for us. So we will make it smaller, and let me see if I can make this screen. It just went to the left. Okay, I was more thinking about making the screen small, wider for us to see. But anyway, I'm going to put hold shift key and drag the design down. And I have I know how it's going to fit on the mug. So I'm just going to do that, and I'll put, while I'm holding shift, I'm going to move the ball to bring it close to the mug, and you'll notice that it's still big. So I'm going to keep making it smaller. That's why I prefer to do that in the design software. Put the design on the mug, save it as an image, record a blank video mockup without the mug in the video, and then open the video mockup and add the mug with the design already on it in the video. And we recorded a video to show how to do that, so that you have multiple options to choose from if you want to make your own mug mockup images and your own mug video mockup. So I'm going to bring a little bit up if that's the way I intend to have the design on the mug, but I still need to make it a little bit smaller because I'm seeing the edge of the mug and I want the rectangle to go in a little bit to the point that I can see the edge of the mug. Okay, and I think it's good, and we can move it up a little bit. And that's it. So now we have the design on the mug. Let me see. I should have a zoom. Okay, so okay, but anyway, we have the design on the mug, but I don't know if you notice it. The design has some white. Let me see if I'll be able to let's go back to the design again. Let's open the PNG. The design has some white in some area, so we want that to blend in so that it doesn't look like we just put the design on the mug. Do you see those whites? So it will show up if we just leave it like that, select everything and just save it. So to blend the design into the mug, we'll apply another filter again to the design. So while the design is still selected, we will click on filter and we'll click on plus again to add another filter, and I'm going to look for blend mode. So I'm going to type it to see if they have it, and they do. So I'm going to click on blend mode, and blend mode I'm going to apply multiply. So I'm going to look for multiply. I don't know if you can see it now, that you can see those white spots showing up in the in it. I'm going to click on multiply and they should now show that bright, and you'll notice that it muted. But I have feel like it's little, the design is still too big, so we will go back to the sizing again. I just click on it to reactivate it, and I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to drag it down. It's just too big, and I think it should be okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the mark to get out of the design so that I can see it, and I think it's okay. But let's see if we can make it smaller again. Okay, and move it up a little bit. think that's good. And I'm going to click on the mug to get out of the design so that we can see. I think that's good. And here you go. Now you have your design on the mug. So that's an option. If you want to put the design on the mug while the mug is already in the video, that's the way to do it. That's one way to do it when you use ShotCut. Or you can put the design on the mug in your design software like Inkscape, save it, and bring it to put in the video. So now when you go this route that we just did, you will have three video tracks. One for the video, that's the bottom one. You will have the mug track, and then you will have the video track. So that's because we didn't have the mug in the video before. But since we saved the first step, when you want to do it with the video in the mug in the video, you'll have two tracks. The video track that will already have the mug in it, and then the design. So when you bring the design to put on the mug, you'll apply two filters: the size to reduce the size of the design to fit the mug, and then you will apply a blend mode. It will be multiply so that it can blend into the mug. Make sure you only select the design when you are doing that. You do not want to blend the mug into the video background. It will become transparent. You don't want that. So you want to select the video when you are applying the filter. You want to select the design when you are applying those filters to the design to reduce the size, and then to blend it into the mug, or blend in the mug, or whatever you will say. But that's that. Now that we are done, we will click on, we'll hold Control key, and we will select all three tracks, and we'll click on Export, and we'll click on Export File, and it will try to save it where we saved before, and it's now where we want it. Because that's a product video, so therefore you want to save it where you save your products, those type of products, so that you can make your listing process go smoothly without having to look for your videos or your images. So we are going to call this option 3, and we can just save it. And when you are saving, I don't know, even though we save a step before, and we use that step to create this last step, it's going to save it for us again. So it's going to keep counting the having those percentage going on, and when it's done, we'll see MP4 there, and we can wait for that to be done, and then we will play to see how it looks like. In the meantime, I can screenshot. And this option is not necessarily is going to save you time, but it could save you money when you just start out your business and you are trying to keep a close eye on your business budget, and you want to do as much as possible yourself to learn the skills and do things the way you want them to be done in your business. So, and that's one reason, the second reason is if you are using Printful, let's say Printful or Print on Demand company mockup, many other people using that company might use the same mockups. Therefore, I don't know how to say, but if you want to differentiate yourself from others, it's just about who you are. If you want your images and your videos to be you, yeah, then you might have to take extra step to create those videos and those images, even though you do not have the physical product in front of you to use in the video or in the images. And that's what those videos are about. And you could also purchase mockup that they are selling on Etsy, for instance, and other marketplaces. But again, other people are buying those mockups as well. So if you want to create your own mockups, it takes time. It's either you spend money to save time, or you save your money to spend time and do the things you want to do in your business. So you can create your own videos. It will save you time, but you'll have different scenes you can record. The same way you will have to purchase multiple mockups for multiple season, for different season, or even multiple for one season, to just have a variation when you are tired of one scene. But you can create those yourself by just using things around the house. I have apples that we purchase for eating, for snacks, and I just have them in the bowl, and I create the video mockup to show some movement. I record the video near a window. The window is on the left side, so it's projecting some tree movement into the counter that I'm using, and that's that. And that is not even a table. It is a closet door, those slide door you have on some closets. I just don't want that on my way because it just limits space. So I just pull them out of there, and instead of throwing them in the trash that I have done in the past with one of the closets, because they are kind of wood and I didn't paint it, it gave me that wood feel. And I just it is a large closet with two doors, sliding door. So I just put one on top of the other, and we purchased a lot of rim paper for the business, and I have them stored. So I just use those rim paper, put one on top of the other in a box, and have those boxes there, and just put those closet door on top of it, so that the kids can use that as like a table type things for their activities and projects. So I have a bed sheet that we don't use, like a cover for it, because it's long as well. And I have it in that room, but because it's near two windows, it was just the right spot to create those videos. And I just use it, and it's just an example of using things around my house to create, to use in my business, to repurpose, to recycle, without going and buying things if I don't need to. And in the video we have water. It's just things from my kitchen. Have water there, have apples and a bowl, and just by taking one apple and putting it back in the video, I can show some movement in the video, so that does not look like everything is static, because we do not want to move the surface. We do not want to interfere with the area we are going to put the mug later, but we have three movement going with the windows that is open. So this is saved, and that's how you can just use things around your house in your business by being a little creative. So let's go find that video. I don't think that will be this one. But if you want to just take the time to create your own images and create your own videos for your products, that's one way to do it. And we show that's this one that we recorded, and it is done saving. You can see the tarot and MP4 at the end of it. So we have the video, and you can see the mug. You won't even notice it that the mug was not in the video when we recorded. So you can see the tree moving outside that the light through the window is projecting. So it's just something subtle, but again, it's a video, and you can just upload it to your Etsy store or eBay store where you sell your print on demand, or your own websites. And if you are selling on your own website, it might be a good idea to have a YouTube channel where you post the product video, and then you put that link in the listing on your website, so that you do not weigh down your website and slow it down. So yeah, that's a good way to add video to your listing on your website. So when you are selling, you'll notice that Etsy now is showing video. When you search things on Etsy, it will show videos that you can even click on and see without actually clicking on the listing. So, and eBay is giving the option for video as well. So for those marketplaces to have those options, if you are selling on your own website, it might be a good idea to offer to have that. So learn something from those marketplaces if you are selling there, and apply that to your website. So that's a good way to sell on those marketplaces, and strengthen your skills to apply to your website. And when you want to insert a video in your website listing, your website should, if you are using WordPress, for sure it has the option for you to upload the video there. It is an MP4, but I would suggest you create a YouTube channel if you don't have one, where you put your product videos and then you publish them. I like to publish mine. If you watch our videos, you will notice that while we are talking, we can play the other options, because we create mug videos different ways. We can play them as well. So I've been posting some of my product video on our YouTube, so that I can embed that video in my product listing. And that's the reason why I'm putting it on the YouTube channel. And there is an option where you can put it on the YouTube channel without making it public, but only to who is going to access the link. But I didn't opt for that option. I just publish it on YouTube, and then I put the link on our website as well. So this one is another option, and I'm not sure which one I click on. If that's option 2, that's an option. We put the design on the mug, and then we save that mug image, and we create a blank video mockup without mug in it, and we put the mug with the design in the video. That's this option. And the second one that I click on, this one, it was a slideshow of multiple images that I turned into a video by doing a slideshow. That's another option, and I'm going to create a video to show how you can do that as well. In this, we have a blank video mockup without mug. We put the design on Printful on a mug there, and download Printful mockup as a PNG, save it, and use that mockup to put in our video mockup. I don't know if it makes sense. So you have that option where you do not put the design on the mug. You put it on Printful and download the mockup as a PNG and use it in your videos. That's an option as well. And that's what this option is. And that will be option 1. And just CPU this side. But you can see all 3, including the one that we just did now, and you can be the judge on that, which one you like the most, and you can share it if you want to. And based on your business model, you can choose which one you want to, which option you want to choose. And that's that. So we thank you very much for your time. We thank you for watching our videos. We thank you all that subscribe to our channel. We thank you for all your comments. I'm Afiavi Libreman, creators of Libreman Consulting LLC YouTube channel and ninasoap.com, our blog. We share different ways you can save money, different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not rely on your paycheck from your job to provide for your family. Thank you so much for your time. I will have all those type of video mock-up options, the videos that we created. We will put the links in the descriptions. Thank you.